Hey, what's up, you silly Billy Ding Dong Doo-Doo Silly Goose Heads? What's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about a very simple, very easy morning routine. It's kind of like my everyday morning routine unless something special is required. I've done a morning routine video before and it kind of covered like all the bases, but you really don't need that. So let me show you what I do. So at night before I go to bed, I shower off completely. I wash the beard. I usually co-wash once a week. I'll use like a regular beard wash. But in the morning, I will wake up, and as you see from this B-roll, I use some conditioner. I did a co-wash, right? So co-washing is, and I'm using, this is my new favorite conditioner right now. This is Detroit Grooming's beard conditioner. I love it, but it is a really awesome conditioner. What you do is you take that conditioner and use it just like a beard wash. You pump it out in your hands, throw it in there, scrub your beard with it, let it sit for maybe a minute, wash your armpits and your ball sack, and then you rinse that out. The purpose of it is you get out of the shower, and if you've ever used a beard wash, no matter how non-stripping or non-harsh it is, you're gonna come out and your beard feels all scraggly and dry and kind of disgusting, right? But clean also. So co-washing just cleans your beard without stripping all the natural oils out of it. It's a much gentler wash than any beard wash I've ever encountered. So what I do is I hop out of the shower. Right now, as you can see, the beard's still wet, right? Now, some people don't have time in the morning for a shower and they want to use like a heat brush or something. I'll show you a heat brush if you want, but I really think that a hot shower is much better than a heat brush. You're gonna get much better results. I don't use this very often, but this is the heat brush I use. It's from Aberlite right here. I don't want to go into too much detail because I'd much rather encourage you to take an actual shower versus using a heat brush. But this one is one of the cheaper ones out there, and it's better than all the expensive ones. It has these tines that curl out. If you can see, the tines curl out right there. And what that does is when you run it through your beard, if you're going to do it right and run it against your face like this. Don't go down with it. But what that does, these tines scoop your hair up into the heating element in here and heats everything much more evenly. This thing's killer. I'll link it down below. But I would strongly encourage you to actually try taking a hot shower instead of using this. This is quicker, but I think a hot shower gets you much better results. All right, so morning routine so far. Step one, co-wash. Get in the shower, do a hot shower, co-wash. You're gonna come out, beard's feeling great, looking great. It's gonna be wet. You're gonna take a towel, just any standard towel, dry it off. Don't be afraid to, you don't have to pat dry it. You get the frickin' heck in there. Now look, it's gonna look a little rough at first, right? But you just take a comb, you comb it out like that, and you're looking fantastic. All right, here's a shot of me yesterday morning. I woke up and took this with my iPhone to give you kind of an idea of what like the worst beard day looks like for me. That's a very bad beard day. I didn't do any kind of beard care the night before or anything like that, so I woke up with a pretty terrible beard. So now we're at this point where we dried the beard off. There's still a little bit of residual moisture in there, right? Just a little bit, but not a lot. You could blow dry it. I'm not a huge fan of blow drying it. Once in a while I could. I don't even know where my blow dryer, I haven't used it in months. It's in one of these drawers down here, but I don't know which one it's in, so I'm not even going to try. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some beard oil in. Now, I'm a big beard butter and big beard oil fan. I don't use beard balm a lot. I don't use beard wax like ever. Now, as you see, I'm going to show you a shot here of my beard shelf, right? This is all the products that are just like a daily use, plus like the random ones that are sent out to me that I'm trying out from companies as well. As you can probably tell, I didn't pretty it up or anything. This is just exactly how this looks in real life every day when I wake up. This is my beard shelf. All right, now what are we gonna put in beard? That kind of depends, right? So I can give you a small tip here. If you've ever put beard butter in and your beard's still damp, have you ever done that? It feels like it's just clumping, and it's like dipping your hand into a jar of Vaseline and dragging it across. It doesn't feel great. So if I have time to let my beard sit and fully dry and I can time it just right, where I'll wake up in the morning, do all this stuff, go sit and watch some YouTube videos for like 20 minutes, let it fully dry, come back in, and then I can put some beard butter in, right? And I would much prefer that, but not a lot of times can I time that right, or do I have the patience for that? Also, I've noticed a lot that if I put a beard butter in and my beard is wet, it will like just naturally make that curl at the bottom that everybody hates, that nobody wants, that is just like, it's, some people might want it. I don't want it though. You probably don't want it either, right? I've noticed a lot that if I try to put a beard butter in and my hair's still wet, it'll just curl. It'll just mold itself into that somehow. So what I'll do, the easiest route is just taking some beard oil. I'm going to use Fresh Beards. Why I'm going to use Fresh Beards? Because they're sponsoring today's video. Just kidding. They are sponsoring the video, but I don't want you to think that like I'm using their beard oil just because they're sponsoring the video. I actually use this beard oil I use a lot. I usually use the Blacklight from them. This beard butter is Blacklight. If you've watched this channel before and you've ever heard me talk about cologne scented beard products, this is the best in my opinion. This Blacklight, as far as I've experienced, is probably the best as far as like the standout scent. Sphinx Beard makes a lot of really good, like they have a wide array of like cologne scents, but this Fresh Beard's Blacklight is killer. And I guess that comes down to preference as far as what your cologne scents you like are, but this one is killer. This is awesome. And the beard butter is a really, really smooth consistency. But I'm using the beard oil. This is their City Limit. It's a newer one. So they have like 3 or 4 different like cologne scented ones. They have the Freak, Blacklight. I think it's called Freak. Number 5 Freak. I forget what it's called. But City Limit's one of their newer ones. And it has a cologne smell, but it's also like a... And you guys know how great I am at describing scents. But it's sweet cologne and like a deep like just goodness, greatness, right? So City Limit is awesome. I'm going to use just a little bit of beard oil. That's plenty. I don't need a ton. Rub it in my hands. When you're putting beard oil in, don't just... No. You need to get in there, right? You got to get all the way in there underneath your beard. Rough it up. Get it, get rough. Grab it by the follicles and let it know who's boss, Like really get in there. If you got any extra like oil on your hands, take it, rub it on your arms, do something with it, just whatever, just really moisturize your upper body. Also, if you've watched this far, you're contractually obligated not to make any hairline jokes. So there goes those comments. Cyber bullies, nice try. And that's pretty much it, right? Now I just take a comb. I can use a Kent comb. I could use one of these combs. I'll link these. These are the Salon Solution ones I talked about in the last video about budget beard stuff, budget beard combs. Kent combs are awesome, right? I have 3 here in this bathroom, right? This is like 35 bucks for the combs though, or maybe 40 bucks for the combs. This one costs like less than $1. If you can buy a 12 pack for like 11 bucks, and it's made out of carbon fiber. And I've looked hard at these things, and the problem with a lot of cheap combs is they're stamped and you get these jagged plastic edges around the tips and in the groove there, and that's just going to scratch your hair and your face up, and you don't want that at all. You want something smooth on your beard, right? I'll link these down below. These are great. See how it just glides through, right? No biggie, not at all. Freaking smooth, freaking fresh, right? So that beard is pretty much, I'm looking at myself right now. Let me turn the light on. I guess I could have done that the whole time. I mean, I'm looking at the view center. That looks like that's a good shot. I should have been doing this the whole time. I had the whole freaking light right. Gosh dang it, whatever. I ain't gonna redo it. All right, guys. So that's a very, very simple, easy morning routine. Seriously, you don't have to make it complicated. Okay? Just take the let's break it down into what I did. I did a co-wash in the shower, which is something you should already be doing in the morning to, wipe the stripper glitter off you, whatever it is you got into the night before, right? So I took the shower in the morning. I used that Detroit grooming conditioner you saw in the B-roll clips. I got out. I dried my beard off. I didn't have to use a straightener because I took a shower. I dried off my beard and I put some beard oil in and I combed it. It was super duper simple. And that's pretty much my everyday routine. Guys, I'm gonna link to Fresh Beard stuff down below. Do yourself a favor, go check them out. City Limit is the one I just used. Blacklight is a legendary scent. I love that stuff right there, but I'm really loving City Limit as well. It's a deeper kind of flavor, and it adds like a sweetness to the cologne-y type smell that they got a good couple of those. Through all the hundreds and possibly thousands of beard companies out there, I've been able to kind of hand pick the ones that I want to do sponsored stuff with, and within that group, Fresh Beards is probably the easygoingest. That is a word. Don't look it up. I'll punch you in the tooth. They're probably the easygoingest company as far as like giving me free reign to make these videos, and I love that about them. So do me a favor, do Fresh Beards a favor, do yourself a favor, go get some. And we're also not going to be making fun of my hairline or the fact that I need a haircut. Just any hair comments in general, you're not allowed. Anyways, guys, that is the end of the video. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day. Stay bearded. Bye.